Alright, so ever since I put the heavy-duty motor and trans mounts into the WJ, I've had some driveline vibration. I thought, some of it is related to those heavy-duty mounts, engine vibrations coming through, because that's to be expected. But I think there's definitely some of it is related to the driveline, and it also got more pronounced after I swapped the transfer case out for the 242 that I put in it. When I did that, I also changed out the drive shaft because the original drive shaft that was in my WJ was a little bit too long. And so now I've been trying to get that vibration taken care of, and so I've been adjusting the pinion angle, trying to get the drive line, lined up right with the output shaft and the pinion angle. And I think I got them fairly close. It's pretty close to like within 1 degree, so that should be good enough. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. I got it adjusted in pretty good up there. If you can see right about there, that's the upper control arm joint, and you can see the clean spot on the threads where I adjusted it in. So I got that adjusted pretty good, but I'm still getting vibrations at 70 miles an hour on the freeway. And so I was looking for other stuff, and then today I found this. So originally I thought maybe I had some play in this bearing, but it doesn't look like that. If I hold on to the shaft of the output shaft here, it's not moving around. It's actually the slip yoke here, where it goes over that, is moving. You can't see it because the boot's in the way, but anyway, I'm going to see what I can do about that. As I mentioned, when I changed the transfer case out to the NP 242, I needed to put a different drive shaft in because my original one was too long, I believe was the case. And so I have another drive shaft in there that was an extra one that Joe had, and then I put the slip yoke for my drive shaft on there, and it seemed like it was working. But it just seems like it's not getting enough engagement on that slip yoke, and there's play there. So I'm going to see what else I can come up with. So here's what I got. This is my original drive shaft, and this is another slip yoke that Joe had sitting around. And so when I put these together, they're slightly longer than the one that's in there, but not as long as this drive shaft with the original yoke would be. So I'm going to take the old one out and put the U-joints in this one and put it in and see if that makes a difference. Alright, so now that I got the drive shaft out, I can compare it to what I got available here in parts. So, this is the one I took out. This is the original drive shaft out of this Jeep. And you can see, if you look from the U-joint to the U-joint, that the original one is longer than this one. And that was the problem, is it was too long, and it would not fit in, apparently, on that 242. So what I was thinking originally was I was going to use this little short U-joint, or this little short slip yoke on here, but as you can see, those are almost exactly the same length. In fact, if I measure from the center of the U-joint to the end of the slip yoke, it's right around 37 inches currently, and if I do that same thing on this other one, once again, right around 37 inches. So those are almost exactly the same length. So if we were to take the original slip yoke, which is about 7.5 inches, on the original drive shaft, which is around 31 inches, so that was 38.5 total originally. So I lost 1.5 inches by going with this drive shaft. So that one is not going to work, but I do have this other slip yoke, which is slightly longer. If I take that one and line it up, which this one is approximately 7 inches. So it's a 1/2 inch shorter than the one that I have in there. So if I put it on the stock drive shaft, it will be shorter than the stock one was, but longer than what I currently have. And let's see, measure this out again. Yeah, it's about an inch longer, so that gives me 38. So that's an inch longer, half an inch shorter than the stock. So I don't know if that'll be short enough to fit, because it was a few months ago when we swapped out the transfer case, and I don't remember how close the clearance was on the stock shaft. Looking at it in there, it looks like there's a long amount of play that it could have, so we'll see. So that should give me a little bit shorter than the stock shaft, but a little bit longer than what I currently have, and which will give me hopefully a little more engagement and not have that wobble on the end that I think is causing my vibration. So I just got to get these U-joints taken out of here and swapped over to that other shaft. So I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, I got my drive shaft back together. So now I guess let's go see if it fits. Still like it to be like way up there. That's crazy. I don't know what we were thinking when we thought the other one was too long, because that's plenty of room to move. I don't think it's going to go that further. I think it would be fine, like right there. And that's still like another, I don't know, 3/4 to an inch that it could go. Huh, that's weird. I don't know why we did that, but I don't know. There's definitely still a little play there, but I'm going to bolt it up and see how it works. And if it doesn't work, well, then I'll pull it out and do something else, I guess. Alrighty. Hopefully that'll take care of that issue. Alright, so I just got back from a test drive, and that is way better. It's still got a very slight vibration, like as I'm accelerating up to speed, but it's always kind of had that. And I don't know if that's, like I said, there's some vibrations from the engine and stuff, because this engine has always vibrated a little bit. It vibrates at an idle and everything. Anyway, it's slight vibrations as I get up to speed, but once I get up to freeway speeds, it's like it's like smooth. And before it was like, vibrating so much that like the rear view mirror was blurry. Now it's, it's smooth enough. There's still a little bit like, there's still, it's not as smooth as a car because it's a Jeep on mud tires, but it's way better than it was, so I'm going to call that a victory. Thanks for watching.